Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has hit out at the BJP. He said that the government had intelligence reports that the BJP might carry out attacks in some parts of Kerala to divert attention from BJP's medical college scam. Pinarayi Vijayan said that the Kerala government is ready to hand over the case to CBI for investigations if necessary. Pinarayi Vijayan also said that an attempt is being made to portray Kerala as a violent state, which isn't true. Congress has also hit out both against the CPIM and the BJP for political violence in the state, also maintaining it will not permit the Pinarayi Vijayan government to be toppled by the centre. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Gopi Krishnan Unithan for more on the story. Gopi, this was meant to be a fiery 13-day session. Bring us details. Yesterday, the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley was in the state. He's hit out at the political violence. Now Pinarayi Vijayan hitting back.
Certainly, Pinarayi Vijayan and the CPM and indeed the Kerala government is hitting back at the centre, and they are making their intention very clear. In a question raised in the assembly by the opposition, Chief Minister responded that the government had some intelligence inputs about some potential attacks or some incidents that the BJP might set up in the state to divert the attention, as all of us may be aware about the alleged medical college scam which came against the BJP and which has even put the BJP state leadership under immense pressure. And this particular series of attacks evolved roughly around 2 weeks after this allegation came up, and Chief Minister is citing this particular reason, this intelligence report, as the main source, stating that the BJP had these attacks, a series of incidents in Thiruvananthapuram had been replanned by the BJP. Okay, stay with me for a moment. The face-off between Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister of Kerala, and the Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, claims and counter-claims. Let's listen in.
I think it's the prime responsibility of the ruling government always to create an adequate environment. The kind of wounds inflicted on Rajesh would have even embarrassed the terrorists.
സംഘർഷങ്ങളിലും അക്രമ സംഭവങ്ങളിലും പോലീസ് മുഖം നോക്കാതെയുള്ള നടപടികളാണ് സ്വീകരിച്ചു വരുന്നത്. ക്രിമിനലുകളായി തന്നെ കാണുന്ന നിലയുണ്ടാവണം.
Arun Jaitley, the Union Finance Minister, travelled to Kerala. He spoke to victims of the violence. He urged the state government to ensure that there was an environment that was created where people would remain safe. Arun Jaitley spoke exclusively to India Today's Rahul Srivastav. Let's listen in.
Kerala, God's own country, is in news for perhaps all the wrong reasons, and that has brought Finance and Defence Minister Mr. Arun Jaitley to Trivandrum. Mr. Jaitley, is this something the central government relish doing, sending a senior BJP leader, a minister, to a state because their own cadres are in trouble, and the charge is that the state government is behind all the attacks?
You see, this is not the kind of politics we anticipated in this country anywhere in 2017. You can't have a situation in a state, in the world's largest democracy, where houses of political opponents are attacked, party offices are attacked, the police is a silent spectator, it's an onlooker. You have people being killed, and killed mercilessly. Rajesh, who was stabbed, was alone. There was no confrontation. They saw him coming alone. They stabbed him some 70 times in the body. He has 70 wounds in the body. Even terrorists don't kill their victims in this manner.
That's a very strong line to take. The terrorists don't kill the manner in which a worker has been killed.
Your arms are mutilated and thrown on the road. That's the kind of killing which is taking place. And it's not one incident. There's an environment of violence where several people have died, and I've been to houses of people. People have come and met me in groups.
Your state unit president's office was attacked, which is virtually his home.
He escaped by a whisker, by hiding himself. And therefore, I think it's a very serious situation. And this situation can't be countenanced by a propaganda that X number of people of one party got killed and Y.
Yeah, they're saying if the BJP is saying 14 of their people have been killed in the last few months, then 200 of theirs have been killed.
Well, are we counting heads? It's an exaggeration, the kind of figures that they've been mentioning. But that apart, does it lie with the state government to say that people all around are being killed and therefore please exonerate me? In fact, that's not the civility that you expect in this generation, this age. And therefore, we do expect the state government to take effective steps to make sure that the police is neutral, the police is effective, there is a deterrent against the culprits, irrespective of their political.
You are saying that even if the CPM or any other party worker is killed, it's a blemish on the state law and order.
You see, you can't have a rationale that there is an equivalence in the number, there is an equitable distribution of people being killed.
Equal number of people have been killed.
Killed on all sides. This can't be a rationale. Therefore, I think this should lead to a sense of outrage all over the country, which should be a pressure on those who are indulging in these kind of actions in the state to put an end to this.
But is it that you want to bring to the nation's notice that something like this is happening? Because if you look at the left politics in Kerala, it has always been very muscular. There have been leaders from its own ranks who have been attacked.
Conventionally, whenever the LDF has been in power, violence levels have increased.
That is so. Praising the UDF government led by the Congress.
That is so. You see, other political parties are in power in several states. This kind of a violence doesn't exist in any other part of the state, any other part of the country. And therefore, we expect people not to have double standards on these incidents. You can't have awards being returned if an incident takes place in some other part of the country. Editorials being written and comments being made, and suddenly the entire brigade which used to indulge in this goes into a stunning silence as though nothing is happening.
Will you say that this is happening because you have political ambitions in Kerala and they don't want the entry of a new player?
You see, that's an incidental matter.
Because this is what happened perhaps to Trinamool.
See, but you can never by violence curb the growth of a political party. If at all, this kind of an oppression makes people get attracted to that political party rather than run away from it.
What do you say about the voices from the RSS that there should be governance rule? Is the government pushing towards that direction?
Well, obviously the victims will say this. The victims will say this because it's become a very emotional situation. But I think it is still not too late for the state government to take remedial steps.
Will the Home Minister not like to pick up the phone and call up the governor and say, please inform me about it?
I think the governor has been doing his constitutional duty. The Home Minister has spoken to the Chief Minister also. And we do expect the state government also to take some positive measures.
Left says that you're destabilizing. You destabilize Bihar, you have destabilized Arunachal, you're destabilizing Bengal, and now you're destabilizing Kerala.
Well, I think destabilization occurs where a state government is unable to control the environment of violence. We have no intention of destabilizing any government in Kerala.